You headed back to New York. So I moved from. Even when.
Our cat hasn't been nearly as smooth as last year.
Although I'm one for the Big East, I know, but it makes it.
Tournament?
I know.
Yeah.
Less, it's less. It's not fun when they're going to.
Yeah, that people should be excited about St. John's though.
So I moved.
Yeah, I call. Like,
Yeah.
Or, St. John's, just crushed. Yeah, twice. I don't know, I didn't say, okay, call me when you're back.
Worse, they're way down.
The very worst. I hope he's got something in.
Under the
But
sun.
I'll be there on Wednesday.
We're good?
Yep.
So go.
Ready, set, go. Alright, welcome everybody. Let's call this meeting to order, March 4th, 4:34 PM. Regular monthly meeting of the Saturday County IDA. Go through a quick roll call. I'm here, Brenda Ivanic, Tracy Manette,
Here.
Eric Knowles.
Sorry.
Kevin is excused, Barbara Case.
Here.
Ron Cecil.
Here.
Matt was Casey and
This is
Lisa?
Lisa.
Lisa. No privilege of the floor that I'm aware of unless anybody wants it. Hearing nothing, we'll move forward. Everybody have a chance to look at February regular meeting minutes.
Make a motion, we approve them? Second.
First and second on the floor, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Please do the first page already.
Yeah, it's not a very long agenda.
Like it. Okay. A motion we adjourn.
Good and bad, it's good and bad, right? Yeah, it'll keep us moving, but it won't help us make money.
We're making so much money, we don't know what to
Is
do.
that what it is?
I don't know.
All right, I see that part of the financials, but, anybody got anything they want to talk about in financial statements?
Looks like Kevin joined virtually, just so you guys know.
Yeah, well, welcome. Because the one who knows is Moto.
Welcome, Kevin. You're muted.
Yep, trying to find a button. Hello.
There he is. Financials wise, there was really nothing major that I saw in here. We did get our Lounsbury study, a good chunk of that grant came through and very recently, actually in February. DRI movement in and out in January. Pilot payments coming in, moving around. Anybody got any questions? Happy to take them. Otherwise, I look for an acknowledgement of financial statements as issued. Okay. And then Barbara, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I-
Stupid. You want to talk about ARC and what's going on with that?
Yes, so Southern Tier 8 had a funding opportunity through ARC to kind of allow us to apply for the gap that we currently have in the railroad trail project for $150,000. This kind of happened really quickly. I sent an email, they put us in as a potential project and we have to submit it by March 18th. So in order for us to get it all in, we need an award to approve that, and that would fill the gap for that preliminary engineering study.
So you need
Motion.
a motion? I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Further discussion on that, that'll be for us to fill the gap, so that's.
I'll just say that they, Brittany brought it to the attention and then it got, it got fast tracked.
Good. Good. Keep that moving forward. So we've got a motion from Tracy in a second.
Second.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
wrong.
Thanks. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Or, Depot Roads, I think this is the last page of the packet.
Yeah, it's just a map,
Just a map.
and I highlighted the parcel in blue, kind of, so you can tell.
Looking to potentially sell their residence there. Approached us if we had any interest in that property.
Where is this?
It's
That's correct.
right in Nichols.
Oh, okay, all right.
I brought up the GIS map if you guys wanted to see.
There we go.
That helps it all.
Yes,
The Boyer property right across.
gotcha, okay. All right.
So, what do we own now?
So right here is Sally Boyle's
This is
property.
what we want. We want that, and that. We had it appraised last year. None of those owners seem excited about the appraisal that we got. We're talking about maybe revisiting that. If you zoom in a little bit again.
Yep.
Access is a bit of a challenge because this road is certainly not meant for industrial use as of this moment. This is kind of a tight turn. I was saying when we talked last, I mean, it would almost be nice. I think this parcel and that parcel are owned by the same person, but that is not this person. Because if you had these, you could really make some inroads for access. Personally, I don't know what that property does for us if you can't acquire.
The person trying to sell the property said that if they were to sell their property, the neighbors would be interested in selling theirs as well. I'm not quite sure which neighbors they were talking about, but there are quite a few little residential parcels right here. I don't know if you can see. But if it was one of the, like this one we were talking
I
about,
think that if you do the one next to ours, I think it's the same person,
this one? Yeah,
right?
yeah, both of them are, but if it's like a neighbor was willing,
Right, so if that person was all of a sudden interested, then it would make more sense, but individually, I'm not sure what that parcel does for you. Unless you're somewhat.
would you guys be interested if like the neighbors wanted to sell off their property as well? Would that make it more enticing, or is it just you aren't interested in general?
They weren't sure, right? You said that whether they were definitely selling or not.
I could talk to her about that, and I think they're definitely interested, they just about their market value and that, like Casey said, just at the other neighbors as well. Kind of reach out again, find out if that's real or not, and gauge that, it's not gonna be a quick timeline by any means, so.
Right.
So you were talking, because you went up there, John, the other ones, that's what the main interest is, right? So if those end up moving forward, that would landlock us though without those other ones, correct?
The parcels, these parcels here, I think really only gain you the ability for much better access. I
Right.
mean, if all of a sudden you got truck traffic that needs to come this way, you got
No
gnarly
chance.
turn. But it's just this dinky one that's approached us right now. But yeah, what we want is parcels that go all the way to the highway. 1, 2, 3.
And where are we with those? Do we have any progress?
We've got,
Got site control affidavits for two of them to apply to the passing mark program.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is what it's referenced.
yeah, but in order to get further with acquisition, we're probably gonna have to have a second appraisal done to kind of get closer. And that's the Fast New York Track C is the program we're gonna apply to get acquisition funds to help with that piece of it. There's one of the property owners, so. Fairly soon.
I mean, it would be good to know what the neighbor there that's got the other ones thought process is in regards to whether they have any interest whatsoever. What their time frame might look like.
Feel like if the neighbor is, then it's worth exploring and getting a little more information.
That's what I was,
Just for the better truck access.
right. I don't think it hurts to find out what neighbors they're referring to, and then
Mhm.
that gives us more facts. What we're
Mhm.
looking to do without just squashing it.
Sure.
And if we do find we're interested and move forward, can we somehow make it so that we're not stuck with that little one if the other properties, so we're not stuck with a little piece of property.
Then we're gonna be overpaying for the little piece of property, because,
Gotta be a whole
right?
deal.
Like the old IBM deals when they're buying up all the stuff around the house and there's one little building.
Yeah.
And he says,
Right.
pay me $5 million, I'll be happy to give it.
Yeah.
Our control and everything.
That was the story in Clay for the micron plan.
Yeah.
They had like 191-year-old lady that was old enough.
Smart lady.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right.
Anything else on that?
No.
2025 audit, I know is certainly moving forward, a few things going back and forth,
Hmm.
anything major for them that?
No, nothing.
Pretty smooth.
Anything.
Casey's been doing a ton of work on it, it's a lot more work than previously, just because we are doing the audit firm. They're really diving in, which is a good thing. There's a couple things that came up that we're still kind of trying to dig into, like back from 2003 and 2009.
Yeah.
I'm not-
Yeah, they actually asked about our equity accounts and how they delineated which buckets are there, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
that goes back a couple decades.
And it's paper records as well for
Don't
that.
blame me
You don't
for
have
that.
any.
Or is it here, two
Definitely,
decades
it's like,
ago? You're still in high school, right?
2003, I was in college. Yeah.
I was in like second grade.
You know what? We don't need to hear.
Yeah. Strike that from me.
Like I said, 2003, the board designated funds account that we've been digging, but we're having a challenging time finding some of the hard copy minutes and financials and all that, so if anyone's aware, Joe, I don't know if that rings a bell, were you here in 2003?
I don't think so.
2006.
Okay. I'll keep looking. I just wanted to see if anyone remembered.
Yeah, I've been here.
Sure. It's, got her feet wet, started going through them. So the only thing I can think of that around that time was when the E-site. I need to go over the E-site, right?
What?
The E-site?
The one on 434, before it was the garden. Called that all kinds of names. Yeah. Bad deal, ugly place.
Survey quote for, a parcel where Mr. Wonder is. Stay with.
3,500. I got the quote from William and Edsel.
You got that.
Yeah. I don't
It's 2 point some acres,
I'm not good at getting places around the map. If you can give me somewhere to search.
yeah.
Thanks, Brett. Not on like, I can find it eventually. Near North Ave, isn't it? Here, yeah. You're the best ever.
You're so nice. She
can just find anything, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I get anxiety.
And our parcel, it cuts out, goes like around the house, and back down, so it's like so skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get
Cool.
that
Rick got it already.
3 acres survey.
That's where we removed the shed. Yeah.
Get her lease.
Oh,
Corrected so that you can tell what we're leasing.
There we go.
Yeah.
so they currently being
current lease for, we paid like $500.
Yeah, he pays us next to nothing.
50 bucks a year,
Something. Yeah.
for the
Well,
last
and
80 years.
and he's upset because we had some buildings demoed. And supposedly knocked down one of the sheds that he thought he was leasing.
He's not touched those sheds in 50 years, at least.
So I think the intent too with the survey was, we also had someone that expressed interest in it. It's very preliminary, but it would help them in that property. It's out of the floodplain on a few in the village.
So we don't own the property where his shed is.
Yeah, actually, it looks like you do.
That's what I'm
And
wondering.
I didn't realize that, I don't think, until actually looked at this map. It's right there on the very northern spot. Yep, that's it right there.
So he's encroaching on our property,
Well, I think he technically might be leasing it,
but he hasn't paid us.
Who knocked his shed down? Over the quibble. But he still, he has even though he may not be finished, that doesn't make his month to month rents. So we'd have to formalize it.
It's not worth,
And it is,
not worth.
again,
worrying
we
about.
went through this with the.
We're not gonna do anything with that property anyway.
But if someone.
Unless
was
somebody wants to
interested-
buy it.
It's-
Yeah.
There's no value there. It's in the floodplain.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, it's not in the floodplain. How does that happen?
I don't know.
How,
I can
I don't
pull it up if
understand
you
that.
want.
Rip said the open door mission's been underwater 6 times. And it's on the same level. And it's also right down the street from where that, thing goes down to the school that we keep having problems with, Monkey Run.
Turkey Run.
Yeah,
So somehow it just misses it.
that's the floodplain.
Scroll
Yep.
up a little bit. Does it go back towards the road?
That, I'm telling you, I've seen that mission underwater. In my lifetime, several times. That whole area right there fills up with water. It's like a catch basin.
Same thing at Summit Coast. They call up the Army Corps and Engineers, so they got it done.
Matt, you're not taking notes on this, are you? Oh, my.
Hey, if somebody wants to buy it and it says it's not in the floodplain, let's all just be real quiet and sell it.
All right,
Because if they do a flood search, it's not gonna show
Not
up, it's not gonna show up, that's how,
But
that's.
again,
Yeah.
So
what the heck can they do with that little slice of?
if someone is interested, we haven't updated our lease. So we would be able to.
Even if,
sell them.
even if we update the lease, it's
We
only
can
for a
sell.
year, right?
Okay, it's an annual.
It's like we do annual renewals, we'd end up right back where we were. It's like
Yeah.
40 years behind, just instead of. They did
I think how long-
1985, the 1950 survey.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, 2.3 acres.
2.3 acres, that's like a mile long, and it goes from a point to 30 feet wide, or whatever, like, it's crazy.
I mean, we don't really need it, so if someone else wants it.
Right. Hey, Tracy, we're selling. Talk it up, dude.
Alright,
Exactly, Kevin.
But we
I'm
just
out.
would need like a survey to.
The question just becomes is whether we want it surveyed or not to clean up the lease, or we just go with the lease the way that it's written, where your guess is as good as mine as to what he really leased,
Would he have any
or just.
rights later on, say he wants to sell his does his property belly up to it or anything?
He doesn't have
He doesn't.
There might be,
Okay,
I think there's a
so-
family property up front, the residential one.
Oh.
His
He
grandfather,
have no.
his grandfather
He
owned that
had-
house.
Oh.
That house that's sitting there right
Right
there, that,
here?
that was his grandfather's. Okay? And then his father took it over. His father used to have a gas station right over here on, the corner of, by White Plains. And he used to have a wrecker, and he would take cars and park them in that, on that property. That's what it was used for. I know because I had cars there. That were wrecked. That was about 50 years ago.
And what was the quote for?
3,500,
That's right.
and that was one, that's all right.
We're selling, Kevin.
I second that motion.
Just gotta find a buyer. You interested?
No,
Never were.
There's some trees on it, you might be interested.
I'm only interested in 0.14 acres, someplace where it's sunny. 0.14 acres.
$3,500.
I don't see any sense in spending $3,500 to get a survey on this, that's my own thought, but I'll go along with what everybody else thinks.
If somebody will give us $3,500 for it, I would sell it.
Going to contribute.
But it's gonna cost us $3,500 just to get it surveyed.
We don't want to do that. We'll sell it
Okay,
for
that's what I
3,500 bucks. You do whatever you want with it.
I think the other thing is we just wanna know how to proceed with I mean, we will definitely pass that piece.
Yeah, you can't, the lease is just a sloppy mess. I mean, I think you almost like, again, it's so negligible, I understand that, but you just ignore it. I don't know.
We already paid Joe more than it's worth.
Agree,
That's true.
I agree with that.
You guys just want us to have. that
Sorry,
set.
Joe. I just had to point that out.
That's true, Kevin. Tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'll just see if they'll split the cost, and if they don't want to, we'll just have that updated lease signed for a year to move on. Anybody have issue with that?
No,
So we'll come back and talk about it again
next year, next month.
And we don't even know if William Wonder wants to sign the lease either, right?
I think he probably does, but he's still using it, and I think he didn't pay
Last year.
last year because of the whole issue with the sheds being knocked down, so that's still. So we're just.
Oh,
on our list.
Yes,
Limbo.
yeah.
Alright, we'll make a final decision next month to see if somebody wants to split costs. Southern Tier Economic Development Coalition, I read that and who's spearheading that effort?
So this was a clean tech study that's turned into the coalition. You guys kind of recall all that. Go back through it a little bit, but a couple of years ago now, the RIDA contributed with a bunch of other Southern Tier IDAs for a clean tech study strategy. And one of the recommendations that came out of that study was that we're one of the few regions in New York State that doesn't have like a regional approach to attracting development. So the next kind of phase of this was, I don't know if it was 2,500 we contributed to do this coalition part of it, still it's growing. So this is just the kind of 1-page information on what it's gonna look like. And essentially it'll help with doing like a regional branding and marketing program across all the Southern Tier counties and help promote our region, its assets, its physical assets for business development as well. There's a whole value proposition that you guys can look at on here. And so we kind of talked about whether it should be like a formal board versus a coalition versus an informal collaboration. We kind of landed on the middle option. For right now, as we kind of formalize this coalition, Monmouth County's IDA staff person has agreed to kind of help coordinate all of this work. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. We're still kind of working on what contributing costs will be for the IDA, and we'll bring that forward for you guys when it's there. But right now, first steps are just working on getting. Eventually, it'll be, we'll have a pool of all of our industrial and commercial sites across the region. We'll be starting to market them cohesively.
Who's kind of running the whole effort though?
It's all of the IDAs in the Southern Tier region, or a majority of them.
Right, that'll be who's in the group, but who's like.
For right now, until we have the funds down the road to be able to hire someone, Chemung
County's going on. Funds. Where we at with that in regards to the legislative point of view in regards to other funds?
Do you want to kind of talk about what you learned and?
So right now we've made a contact regarding the HUD funds and it is a revolving loan fund. But in the past, we've done like research on what the IDA has done in the past and we did have a revolving loan fund that the IDA kind of came up with its own guidelines on how they wanted to set that up. So we were looking at, how else could we use this revolving loan fund? Does it have, like, of course, things probably have to change over time because, job creation is different now, how many jobs you should be creating per like dollar amount, is different now and things like that. So we're like kind of thinking of different ideas because we already have our IRP, program going on right now. And we were thinking of maybe if there was an opportunity to create a revolving loan fund that's a little different. And we were looking at, Street Deck does have a community, is it called community revitalization? We were thinking of doing something like that, but we weren't sure. We just kind of wanted to approach the board and see what you guys wanted to do with this revolving loan fund. Because we do have the funds.
County funds that the IDA a while back agreed to administer, it expired, the agreement expired last year, the year before, and all the funds are there in the county account. So like Casey said, we're just trying to do something different and eventually bring it forward to the legislature. We wanted to start here and see if that's something the sport's interested in doing. I know Megan sits on the Street Ed board and community revitalization program is one of their most used programs. It does like gap finding a lot for interior and exterior downtown revitalization projects, like a lot of gap funding for Restore New York, New York Main Street. So it's definitely a needed program and used a lot at that level.
Who oversees it, or like, does the underwriting and then leasing of the money?
Street Ed,
They have a staff?
they have staff.
They have staff.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's in partnership with a lender, another banking institution, so a lot of times they'll use that underwriting to do theirs.
Mm-hmm. Cause right now that is, I mean, and I don't know if USD, cause with the IRP and the RBEC program, we are married to whatever USDA's requirements are.
Mm.
They aren't even talking about changing the per employee funding amount, are they?
For IRP,
Cause it's
no.
very restrictive. I mean,
For HUD, there are guidelines in there now, but, HUD kind of said, come back to us with what you're thinking. So we don't know what they're gonna agree to, but.
Yeah, so we just wanted to see how you guys wanted us to approach it.
I mean, you're obviously familiar with the bridging of those programs. I mean,
Needed.
it is needed, but it is also a completely different level of risk.
Yeah.
For sure. Their construction projects, I mean, you're taking on construction projects at that point.
So that, I mean, I think with Street Act, they rely heavily on the lender side of it. Doing the construction inspection of that. So I would think require bank participation in something if that's.
Otherwise, it's on you guys, is that really what you want, your department.
Well, honestly, we do it anyway. with our
And you do, and that's just it. I mean, honest to goodness, that's why we participate in a lot of that stuff,
Yeah.
because when you aren't involved, well, a lot of work. I mean, I'm not adverse to it. It's just that obviously the board's not do that day to day like that.
Could we do it more of like based on if they do have like a grant already or something like that?
I think there was decent amount in the paperwork you sent, and it was half of the money had to come from a grant source.
For Street Act fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 40%, I can't remember, but it was 10% equity, and then the net could have potentially come from this, I believe. Cause I don't think they said it had to have any bank participation at all.
We could add that. I mean, we could kind of edit that a little and come back with something.
I mean, I'm not adverse to it, I just wanna try to keep it from becoming an administrative nightmare for you guys.
Mm.
Unless that's what you want. Anybody opposed to at least further exploring that?
No,
Is that good enough now?
Thank you.
Casey something to do.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
You know?
Tractor Supply, anything to add there?
Yeah, they're gonna open sometime this year.
For real?
That's what they said. Went from March,
Okay.
April, I don't know how, but they said summer.
Okay.
Don't have any water.
Sorry,
Don't have any
you
water.
said you're not on social media. Unfortunately, I am, and, that's a hot topic in all the commentary that has anything to do around there. That'll be open with your track. It's, now it's like sort of, it's in the punchline
It's a pun, huh?
of what's going on. And there's a lot of confusion as to why. I will say that. That part of the message is, I don't think is out there.
I mean, it's a sad reality that this board knows very well for a long period of time. If there was full utility access on that side of the river, there'd probably be a lot more development in this county.
Right, exactly. And I can't believe that they built a building without getting that established up front. It's like, what were they thinking? Whatever. Young Veolia.
It'll be okay.
Okay, there you
Yes.
go. That in the
Who-
minutes.
Who sold our water rights? Who was the genius that sold the water rights
Go.
for the town of Owego?
Yeah,
Who was a genius? I name the guy, gal,
I don't remember.
or whatever pronoun. Just name that person. Stupidest thing I ever heard of.
You better go back on mute.
Okay.
And
He's not even here.
committee reports, audit, we talked about, that's in progress. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about on that next month.
I was just gonna say, so you guys know, they're doing their field work in the next couple of weeks, that firm, and typically we have the final, or at least the draft before that in March, because we have to submit our canvas reports. Just because of the timing and switching to a new firm this year, and also when we have our meeting at the beginning of the month, we'll have the draft report, but not before the board can approve it. He's gonna try to schedule an audit committee maybe for the 30th if we can, and just at least have audit committee review it. But we will have to get the Paris reports in before the formally approved at the board meeting after.
Generally, the audit they'll be open to doing a quick closeout virtually. It'd probably be helpful to have since that's a new firm, so that we put things together.
Okay.
Perfect. Governance, that was the meeting you just sent out, right?
Yeah, it's the 23rd.
We've got a meeting scheduled with board policies. And recommendations from MRB, finance, I think, off for the time being. Loan committee. So we have a complete facade loan package at this point. Casey and I have now reviewed it. We just have not had the chance between last meeting and now to schedule a loan committee. That should happen here within the next couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying. It looks like a lot of people aren't available. So I'm going to set out a couple other dates, but
How many do we need for quorum on that?
I think we have 6 or 7 people on there, so
Or an odd number.
Hmm?
So it's not.
it's an odd number, then we have 5 people on the loan committee. It's a large number.
You need
just
at
need a
least 3
majority.
to 5,
Okay.
or sub, or, yeah.
This one here's dragged on for a while for a couple of reasons. One was that we lost our ability, we talked about it, to pull credit reports based on lack of usage. We got purged. That's resolved. This is moving this forward. I will say, this is as clean of an application as we're gonna get. I mean, there's nothing, I mean, if you turn this one down, then might as well shut the portfolio down. I'm sure we can do it via email vote once, loan committee, I think inevitably likely approves this thing, but just so people know, we might look for that prior to next month's meeting to keep it moving. It's a facade loan for 40,000. Railroad, nothing new unless anybody knows any updates over in,
I believe that pile of metal is gone.
Committee recommendation.
You wanna do that, or you just wanna do an email vote?
Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess are you guys good with the email vote? I thought that's just what we talked about at the meeting, but.
Well, the other option would be just, the board approving whatever the loan committee decides or preemptive.
I'm good with that.
I'm good, yeah, I'm good with that too.
Or with subject.
So I would make a motion, what we're looking at is, what's the name of the LLC? The number.
4345 Lake
Lake, so
Street.
it's 4345 Lake. It's the Newberry building.
Lake Street.
Yep.
You know, $40,000 facade loan, so I'll look for a motion to, concur with loan committees.
So move. Whatever you say, I so move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Who's second?
Or do you have to do
Barbara did.
everybody?
Barbara?
There's a lot of stuff.
Tracy was sick and tired of me fumbling through what I was trying to spit out.
You'll get with Casey and you'll be fine. Don't put that in there.
I think I might have seconded, but I might have been on mute because Tracy told me to mute
You
myself.
haven't been on mute, get out of here.
Any updates on the railroad? Anybody know?
I don't know for sure, but I believe that the pile of metal that was up there at that other building is gone. What happened to it? I have no idea.
There's an awful lot of those gondolas full of steel here in the last 2 weeks.
Moving down the railroad?
Yeah, they were on Glen Mary and even some of the loaded cars were pushed back up 38. So I don't know what's going on there, what steel is moving, but those cars are topped off with some type of iron, whether it's coming from the shredder or some other operation. I don't know.
That's what I don't know. I don't know if the shredder's back up and running and he's shipping shredded metal, or if he just said he found somebody to take the metal that wasn't shredded and move it to somewhere.
No, it's small. It's been torn up. It's small steel. It's short steel.
So it must be you got the shredder back up.
You know, a lot of it. I mean, there must have been 80 cars scattered around town or more. And I've seen probably 40 minimum full in the last couple of weeks.
You ain't gonna see Jack for the next week or month. Cause you
Correct.
can't see from where you are.
I can. It's sunny and there's palm trees.
Okay.
I can see clearly.
It looks like we did recognize some railroad income in January. Was that?
I
It's
guess
from
it'd be that.
December. It was like a month behind. I think.
But it was like $900.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's our first lean payment.
We'll see what happens next month. Something has happened, for sure.
Okay, good.
See, John had to throw shade at it.
We get income.
Hey, man, I was just looking at financials like I'm supposed to.
Here we got a positive. There's cars full of steel, but you got to throw some shade at it. Tracy,
Hey,
you
Kevin,
got to up your game, dude.
don't you just think this railroad committee's doing a fine job?
I do.
How about public relations? You got all sorts of stuff to
I
report.
don't know, that's Ron's job, to keep me
We
straight.
changed our symbol to a smiley face.
Pilot updates. You want to talk about Best Buy at all, or we?
I think we're just waiting on, Joe's gonna look into what we can do.
They still haven't responded, right?
No,
I think that.
Yeah. I think we pass on this unless Joe says we need to chew on it a while.
We just gotta figure out a way to close it out. There's nothing else we can do.
They don't owe us any money, right?
No.
no, actually,
We owe them.
they own.
If anything, we owe them, right, okay.
We do owe us an annual form that.
They owe us information,
But no
they
money.
owe us
We
data,
have to file.
but no money.
I don't care about the data right now.
Well, no, the form I'm talking about is like, it has to be.
Oh,
filed with
okay.
New York State. We have
So
to
we do
provide-
care about it.
That one, you have to provide that.
So do we need to go visit somebody or what? It seems like a public relations kind of a thing to me. Brad.
I mean, if you wanna go there. I can give you the form we need, the survey.
I mean, wouldn't they, I think they want their money back, wouldn't they? If they can't get unless this form is complete.
No,
They
it's
don't
not the form.
They don't even know?
It was just a company that I don't think fully understood
Okay.
the year state process.
It doesn't appear that it was intentional. Just,
No.
they just had no idea what they were doing.
Have we reached out to them?
Oh.
Recently?
46 times.
Oh, yeah, they still are.
Nobody will call us
We've been
back.
beating a dead horse for months.
We sent letters.
Have to file at the end of every year.
Even Joe sent letters.
Yeah.
Oh, you did too.
We're spending down our fees now.
I think we talked about this.
Oh, yeah, some of this stuff on here, kind of like $500 pieces.
All right, I'm done with this.
I-
Let's just keep moving around.
Art East is, they've reported through January, they're good. Sonny's gonna come off of here.
Does anybody know what's going on up there? I heard the whole thing's dying.
Really? Not heard that.
Kidding.
They've,
What I heard.
I mean, they've done a lot of just, grading and site work.
They evidently, they did something. They violated something.
Really?
So, I don't know. I heard that their money fell through. I don't know what's going on with it.
I mean, I don't see a lot of traffic. I generally travel that road on weekends or on days, but I mean, they've got multiple roads put in, signage, silt fence all over,
But
but
there's no mud
there's
on the
nothing
road.
in the ground.
There's no mud on the road anymore. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on.
For us, we're good, right, Joe? There's
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
else that we.
absolutely. They're
Like,
done,
railway
we're
come out
closed.
with this, order.
Yeah, if they don't do anything, it's not our problem.
It is.
Best bet 2.0.
Joe's working with Lockheed's council. In process.
Okay,
Pilot payment, we got all of them now? Good? Think so? How about, we get proof of, sewer payment from our friends across the river so we can get that off our balance sheet?
No, but I can reach out.
It's about that time, right?
Yeah.
Process. Expiring pilots for just working on getting it closed out.
Yeah, we're in the process of.
Final report's all set for Lonsberry. And you said what we're due from, what's the rest of what ARCs was owes us, right?
$2,200, yeah,
We're good.
approximately.
Getting close on that. We'll be wrapped up. Nothing new on IRP funds,
Nope.
nothing new on equipment lease. Got any applicants on
I thought
that?
we had, didn't you say you had somebody for that equipment lease?
We did, but I never heard back from them again, and we don't have all the stuff we need. They kind of ghosted me, so I think they don't want to continue.
They found a different plan.
Yeah, I think.
Anybody have a reason to move into executive?
And Casey, if you run out of options on the lease thing and we need to do something with it, will you hit me up?
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't know what the needs are, but I mean, there's something certainly before we would, forfeit any type of funding, something could be sorted out.
When does it need to be?
September?
Yeah, September. Well, you'll probably give us an extension, but yeah, as of right now, September.
Yeah, if you could send me a little information, I'd
Yeah.
just like to learn.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
No, not me.
Cause you're gonna learn and you're gonna get into something and you're gonna be on another board.
Yeah.
I second that motion.
Soup kitchen. Barb's in the soup kitchens now, Kevin.
Nice.
I'll look for a motion to adjourn unless somebody's got anything else.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yes. Thanks, Matt.
Yep.